Q5789. When flying into a headwind, penetrating speed is the glider's A. Speed to fly. B. Minimum sink speed. C. Speed to fly plus half the estimated wind velocity. The correct answer is C. When flying into a headwind, the glider will lose altitude at a rate equal to the difference between the speed to fly and the wind speed. By flying at the speed to fly plus half the wind speed, the glider can minimize the amount of altitude loss and reach its destination as quickly as possible. The speed to fly is the speed at which the glider can fly into the wind and maintain altitude. The minimum sink speed is the speed at which the glider sinks at the slowest rate. 5790, which is true regarding the effect on a glider's performance by the addition of ballast or weight. A. The glide ratio at a given airspeed will increase. B. The heavier the glider is loaded, the less the glide ratio will be at all airspeeds. C. A higher airspeed is required to obtain the same glide ratio as when lightly loaded. The correct answer is C. When a glider is loaded with ballast, it will have a higher mass. This means that it will have more inertia and will require more lift to maintain its altitude. In order to generate more lift, the glider will need to fly at a higher airspeed. The glide ratio is the ratio of the distance that a glider can travel to the altitude that it loses. A higher airspeed will result in a lower glide ratio. This is because the glider will be moving through the air faster and will therefore be experiencing more drag. As a result, adding ballast to a glider will result in a lower glide ratio at all airspeeds. However, the glider will be able to travel further in a straight line before it needs to land. This can be beneficial in competitions where the goal is to travel as far as possible.